We all wish we had 1 ounce of Picasso's talent. Take me, for instance. I'm lucky just to draw a stick man right. But I do know someone that has 1 ounce and then some. Let's go meet Judy Sigmund and her company, Sweet Fire Farm. Judy, thank you so much for having us here today on Winding Roads. I have been looking forward to doing this sit down with you for a long time, but to be able to be here at Sweet Fire Farm and have all the horses and the chickens and the goats and everything around, I just feel right at home. You are a true artist and an inspiration in everything you do. Where did all that passion and creativity come from?
It came out of frustration, I think, from not wanting to do that strict 9-to-5 kind of thing, and I've always wanted to do my own thing. So I decided to give it a try. My mom always baked back in the 60s, 70s, and I think it came from her, just to have that urge to do something creative.
So baking is really where
that's where it started.
Artistic talent,
yeah.
And then it's just went over into painting and jewelry making and all different kinds of stuff. And where do you find that inspiration? I mean, how does your aha moment come to you for the next painting?
Well, being here on the farm and just walking around, daily chores, daily things to do, you get a lot of inspiration. And repurposing also is a big deal of mine, so it kind of all falls into place, using the old wood, using pieces that I find, and using it to make it pretty. That's what I like to do. But the inspiration definitely comes from here on the farm.
I know at Christmas time, I shop for my family and for friends, and my problem is that I love everything that I get. I don't want to give it to them at the end, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to find them something else. I can only imagine when you create all these beautiful pieces of work, how do you let those go? I mean, especially if they have a sentimental story with those, is it really hard to sometimes put those out there for sale and let them go?
Not usually, especially like when you make the cakes, you may spend a lot of time creating a cake, baking it from scratch and then putting the theme together to fit that person's personality. You put a week or more into preparing for that cake and then it's cut and it's gone. So I got used to it pretty early to say, I'm creating this piece and I do love it, and I know I'll never have another piece just like it again because they're all different. And once it's gone, but if somebody else enjoys it as much as I did, that's all that matters.
So have you kept a piece though?
I have. We had a very special little calf born here, and I decided to paint her early on. She was my very first still shot that I did with my own photography, and decided to paint her. And her name's Lily. I've got her on a piece of old reclaimed barn wood, which I do a lot of my paintings on. So I decided to keep it. I just couldn't do it.
That would be so me. Judy, you are a small business, but your items and your paintings, they're nationwide, from the West Coast all the way back to the East Coast. But most of your sales are through e-commerce. And what would you say are the pros and cons to really having a small business that really is online retail?
Well, I actually had a brick and mortar store younger in my life, so I know the hours that you spend in doing that, it takes away from your life. You can't have a life. This is the best thing with Facebook and Instagram, things like this. It's the best way to do it from this type of lifestyle. It's a lifestyle business.
So at the end of the day, Judy, I know these pieces, you put your heart and soul into them. They all mean so much to you. What do you want that to evoke into the consumer? What's your goal?
Most of my canvases, the mediums that I choose are imperfect, and that means a lot to me. I'm painting this on an imperfect piece of wood or an imperfect wheelbarrow or an imperfect shovel. So if it's not perfect, it's okay. And there's a lot of people out there that relate to not being perfect. So that's what has made it fun for me.
Well, Judy, thank you so much for having me today. I could sit here all day in these chairs, enjoying the breeze, looking at all the animals on the farm. But if you guys want to learn more about Judy and her company, Sweet Fire Farms, you can go to...
You can go to our Facebook page, Sweet Fire Farm, and you can see most of the designs there. And if there's something that you like, you're welcome to message us, and we can take it from there.
Each day is a new day, a blank canvas waiting for your story to be told. So paint the colors of your life that mean the most to you. And remember, until next time, follow your winding road, and maybe our paths will cross.